Hello, someone joined. Many people joined. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so we have audience. Thank you. So today we are going to talk about exaltation and debilitation of nodes, that is Rahu and Ketu, and if there is something called exaltation and debilitation of nodes. Okay, so I'm just making the notes, then we can start. Sun to Saturn. Okay, so today, as I said, we are going to talk if there is a confusion around whether nodes have exaltation and debilitation or not. Popular view is that Rahu is exalted in Taurus and Ketu is exalted in Scorpio, and likewise Rahu in reverse order, Rahu is debilitated in Scorpio and Ketu is debilitated in Taurus. This is the normal way of understanding of many astrologers. Means when I also started, if you read my very early articles, okay, somewhere in 2014-15, at many places even I wrote that Rahu is exalted in Taurus and Ketu is exalted in Scorpio, but there remains a confusion, there remains a discussion among astrologers and the people that if it is they are exalted or debilitated, or there is nothing like exaltation or debilitation of nodes. So as I gone through last 4-5 years, and as I have researched more, plus as I have done more consultations, so I realized that I came to conclusion that we cannot give exaltation and debilitation to the nodes. Okay, we have to keep it simple that they are just there in that sign. Dignity wise it is not there that they are exalted or debilitated or friendly sign or enemy sign, they are just there. Okay, um, to understand it, why Rahu and Ketu are not neither exalted nor debilitated, we have to understand from other planets what they are doing when they are exalted or debilitated. Like if we take by example sun is exalted in Aries and sun is debilitated in Libra. Now what happens? Sun represents our confidence, ego. So when sun is exalted in Aries, it shows a person who is very confident about himself. Okay, who can be egoistic also, who can be very authoritative in his approach. These are the results of sun in Aries. Sun in Libra is a person who is not so confident, who is not who may have lack of self-worth also. Okay, who may not be authoritative, or even if he tries to behave in an authoritative way, no one listens to him. Okay, so and now we can see that results are changing for sun exaltation and sun debilitation, and the mode of functioning of the sun, the planet sun, is changing from Aries to Libra. Okay, sun is behaving in a certain way in Aries, sun is behaving in a different way in Libra. Likewise, if we look at other planets like moon is exalted in Taurus. When moon is in Taurus, as it is earth sign, and it is the sign of stability and security, these people are very stable in their mindset. These people have very balanced mind when moon is in Taurus. Okay. Reverse order, moon in Scorpio is debilitation. Now if someone has moon in Scorpio, that person's mind may not be that stable. Okay, that mind can be fearful of sudden events and changes. This mind may not be that relaxed. Okay, so again the results are changing from moon in Taurus to moon in Scorpio. The mode of functioning of moon is also changing from Taurus to Scorpio. Moon is behaving in a certain way in Taurus, and moon is behaving in a very different way in Scorpio. Mars is exalted in Capricorn. Mars is debilitated in Cancer. Let's take this example also. Now Mars represents your actions. When Mars is in Capricorn, the sign of law and order, authority, the person's actions are very legal one. He never wants to break any law. When Mars is in Capricorn, it is exaltation. Okay, so the actions he is taking are dignified actions. Okay, Mars in Cancer person can break the law, can go against the law. He may not he may not be afraid of breaking the law. Okay, so again the results are changing, the mode of functioning of Mars is changing. Okay, now if we look at Rahu and Ketu, Rahu represents exploding results. Whichever sign Rahu is in, it explodes the results of that sign or that house. Ketu represents imploding. We go inwards towards those things. Wherever Ketu is placed, we do lots of introspection in those matters. Okay. Now, Rahu, as I said, it explodes things. So, in any house, in any sign, it will explode thing. It will blow out the results. Okay. Like Rahu in Aries. Now, this is the important part, is that Rahu is functioning in same way in every sign. For other planets, we have seen Sun, Moon, Mars, and we can go on talking about other planets. Their mode of functioning is changing with the change of sign. But Rahu's functioning will remain as is. Rahu in Aries is the sign of action and aggressiveness. Rahu in Aries person can be very aggressive, very action oriented. It may be difficult to see him sit idle. Okay, what is happening? Rahu is exploding the results of Aries. Rahu is blowing off the Aries results out of proportion. Okay. Rahu in Taurus, where it is considered as exalted normally. Popular view is that Rahu is exalted in Taurus. Now, why it is considered exalted in Taurus is that Taurus is the sign of wealth and assets. Okay, why popularly people think that okay, Rahu is exalted in Taurus? Taurus is the sign of wealth and assets. 99% of the population are in love of wealth. Okay, the security factor which comes with the wealth, they are very fond of. Now, if Rahu is in Taurus, it is going to blow your wealth out of proportion. Means you can be very wealthy. As it is making you wealthy, because of Rahu in Taurus, people are thinking that Rahu is exalted in Taurus. Because they want wealth, they are getting that wealth from the Taurus and Rahu. But Rahu's functioning is the same. Okay, in every sign it is the same, doing the same thing, that it is blowing things out of proportion. It is not changing its functioning. Okay, let's take another example. Rahu in Gemini. Gemini is sign of communication. Rahu is blowing out the results. They can be highly communicative person. It may be very difficult to see a Rahu in Gemini person sitting quiet. Okay, if I never saw a Rahu in Gemini person not speaking. They can be very extrovert. Okay, because of the same nature, that Rahu is exploding that extrovert nature or communicative nature of Gemini. It is blowing things out of proportion. Okay, Rahu in Cancer. Cancer is sign of emotions. Now again Rahu is going to blow things out of proportion. The results of Cancer. Cancer is the sign of emotions. This person can be on emotional extremes, either this way or that way. Either he can be very happy or he can be very sad. There is no middle path for Rahu in Cancer person. So Rahu in Cancer person can be like his emotions can be like very unstable, ups and downs. So again Rahu is doing the same thing. It is blowing out the proportion, blowing out the results of emotion. Okay, so Rahu's function remains the same. That is the important thing in all the Rahu Ketu position, that wherever Rahu is placed, its results will remain the same, its functioning will remain the same. Results will change as per the sign, but its functions are same. It is doing the same thing in every sign. Rahu in Leo. Leo is the sign of creativity. This person can be very creative. Okay, Rahu in Leo person can have lots of interest, and he can be very creative. They can be very good at politics also. It is the sign of politics also. So again Rahu is doing the same thing. It is blowing out the results of creativity. Rahu in Virgo. Highly analytical person. They are perfectionist. They are super perfectionist. Rahu in Virgo people, they are super perfectionist. They always look for perfection. They are very critical. They are very analytical. Again Rahu is doing the same thing, that it is blowing things out of proportion for Virgo nature. Virgo's nature is analysis, details, perfection, critical nature. Rahu is blowing all those things out of proportion. Rahu in Libra. A person who cannot live without a relationship. At the same time they seek a perfect relationship. They seek perfection in relationship when Rahu is in Libra. Okay, they like to deal with people regularly. It is very important for them to connect with people when Rahu is in Libra. So what is happening? Rahu is again blowing results of Libra out of proportion. Rahu in Scorpio, where it is considered as debilitated, but again Rahu is doing the same thing. Scorpio is the sign of instability. It is blowing out those instability factors in life. It is making someone's life very unstable. So Rahu is not changing its nature. Rahu is not changing its function. Rahu is same everywhere. Okay, Rahu is doing the same exact act everywhere. Either in Taurus or Scorpio. The results are changing because of the nature of Taurus and Scorpio, or any other sign Rahu is in. If Rahu is in Scorpio, this person can go through massive changes, instability in life. At the same time, they can be very obsessive about the occult and mystical things. They can be very research oriented. Again, Rahu in Sagittarius can blow the results of education part of life. They can be highly educated. Like I have one client who is Rahu in Sagittarius, and she has some 3 or 4 PhDs. Okay, so and they are like highly qualified people. Rahu in Sagittarius, even if they don't take degree, otherwise also they have lots of knowledge. Okay, they are the natural teachers. So again, what Rahu is doing, it is blowing things out of proportion of Gemini nature, sorry, Sagittarius nature. Okay, it is giving lots of education to the person, lots of knowledge to the person. At the same time, it can make someone fundamentalist also. It can make someone feel that okay, fine, my belief system is perfect, and my belief, the religion I follow is perfect. So they need to be careful about this. Rahu in Capricorn, it is a person who is like who sees lots of hard work in life. Capricorn is the sign of hard work, delay, and perseverance because of Saturn's rulership. Rahu is blowing those things out of proportion. So this person will get anything in life after lots of hard work and delay and perseverance. Okay. Again, Rahu is doing the same thing. It is blowing things out of proportion of Capricorn nature. Aquarius, they can be natural technicians, IT field, or any new age technology. They can be master at that. They can develop these apps and all. It is always the same case with Rahu, that in this Aquarius sign also, which is also its own sign plus Mool Trikon sign, a person will be highly interested in technological matters, in serving humanity, entrepreneurship. All these things will be very prominent with Rahu in Aquarius, because again Rahu is blowing things out of proportion of Aquarius nature. Last, Pisces Spirituality. Rahu in Pisces can make someone highly spiritual. It can blow out that spirituality related results. They can be obsessed about spiritual things. They can be obsessed about meditation and all that. Like best example is Osho Rajneesh. He had this Rahu in Pisces. Okay, so they can be all about following the spiritual path. So what is Rahu doing? Rahu's function is remaining the same. In every sign, in every house, Rahu is doing the same thing, that is blowing out the results of the house or sign it is in. Now the results are changing because of the nature of the sign, not because of the nature of Rahu. Rahu is doing the same thing. In Taurus also, where we are considering it as exalted. In Scorpio also, where we are considering it as a debilitated planet. But Rahu's functioning is same. Rahu is not changing its nature. Rahu just knows how to blow things out of proportion, and it is doing it in any house, in any sign. Okay. So that is why it is incorrect to say that Rahu is exalted here or Rahu is debilitated there. Rahu is same everywhere. It is just that the reason I said we consider Rahu in Taurus as exalted because we love wealth. 99% of population are in love of wealth, and Rahu in Taurus is giving you the wealth. So when we see someone start with Rahu in Taurus, we think that oh, it is exalted, he will get very good results of wealth. Yes, he will get, but we cannot say that it is exalted, because Rahu is giving that very good result or very bad result in every sign. Depends upon the nature of the sign. Okay. Rahu in Gemini can be very communicative. Rahu in Leo can be very creative. Now, if you like creativity, okay, if you are a person who likes creativity, for you Rahu in Leo is exalted because it is making you very creative. If someone likes spirituality, if someone is in the spiritual search, for him Rahu in Pisces is exalted. He will consider Rahu in Pisces as exalted. For someone who is interested in knowledge and education, he will think that Rahu in Sagittarius is exalted, because that sign is giving the exploded results of the education. If someone is interested in occult and mysticism, he will think that Rahu in Scorpio is exalted, because Rahu in Scorpio, people are obsessed about occult and mysticism. So it depends upon you, what you want to see. Okay, most of the people, as I said, want to get the wealth. So they think that Rahu in Taurus is exalted because Rahu in Taurus is giving them wealth. But it depends upon the nature. If someone else wants something else in life, someone wants creativity, then Rahu in Leo is the best. Someone wants spirituality, then Rahu in Pisces is the best. So Rahu is same everywhere. It is just exploding the results of the sign where it is sitting in. Now it depends upon your choice, what you want from the life. Okay, that sign you will consider as exalted. Rahu is not changing its nature. You are the persons are changing. All right. For me, Rahu in Sagittarius may be exalted. For someone who is all about occult and mysticism, Rahu in Scorpio can be exalted. For someone who is into caregiving field, Rahu in Cancer can be exalted. Okay. So this is the thing with Rahu. Same thing with Ketu also. When we can see the same things sign wise as per the Ketu. Ketu's nature or functioning is imploding things. Rahu explodes, Ketu implodes. We reflect back on things where Ketu is placed. Okay. So when Ketu is in Aries, the sign of individuality, they reflect back on their individuality a lot. They can have this lack of self-worth that I am not good enough, and they will reflect back a lot on that area of life. If Ketu is in Taurus, they will reflect back on their stability factor. Okay, their stability factor and their wealth and finances, the security factor, they can reflect back on those things. Ketu in Gemini people, they can reflect back on their communication, how they communicate with the people. Maybe while speaking they have done some mistakes in their early life. Now it is time for them to introspect and correct those mistakes. Ketu in Cancer, they can reflect back on their relationship with their mother, the emotional factors. They can feel that they are emotionally malnourished, or I have also seen people who have Ketu in Cancer and they don't want to have a child. Okay, and doesn't matter girl or boy, but they don't want to have a child with Ketu in Cancer, because it is the sign of motherhood and Ketu is separation. So the introspection is going on to that area of life, that they don't want to have child or motherhood. Ketu in Leo, person can be very reflective, can be very introspective about what side of creativity he should follow, what side of creative pursuits. Maybe he may have lots of creativity and he is unable to decide which one to follow, or he may be searching for his own creative pursuits, like where my creativity lies, which field I should follow in creative pursuits. Ketu in Virgo, a very analytical person. Most I have seen editors, the person who edits anything, they are very analytical, very critical people. Ketu in Virgo. Okay, because they introspect a lot, they reflect back a lot on their work, their analysis, details, all those things. Okay, they are very detail oriented people. Then Ketu in Libra can reflect back a lot on their relationship life, how their relationship is going, whether they should be in relationship or not. That also can be one of the factor. So again, Ketu is again only helping you to implode things. Okay, Ketu in Scorpio, where it is considered as exalted, it is also its own and Mool Trikon sign. Person is very research oriented. Ketu in Scorpio person can be very research oriented, can go into any depth of research. Okay, again Scorpio's nature is research. Ketu is giving the capacity to someone to go deep into the research. Okay, Ketu in Sagittarius, they can go deep into the any field of knowledge and education. They can be very research oriented in any knowledge, in any side of education. So again, Ketu is making them go inside themselves. Uh, it is also sign of religion, so they will not now understand the difference. Rahu in Sagittarius can make person showcase his knowledge in front of others, and also can be very extrovert about his religion or belief system. But Ketu in Sagittarius person will keep his religion up to himself. He will introspect whether I am following the right religion or not. He will research and he will find out, but he will not project on others. Okay, all the things will be inside. Okay, this is the basic difference between Rahu and Ketu. Rahu explodes, Ketu implodes. Wherever Rahu is, that's where we want to explode things. That's where we want to show in front of world. Wherever Ketu is, that's where we want to get inside the things. Means resolve those matters inside ourselves rather than showing off to the world. Okay. Ketu in Scorpio we discussed, Sagittarius we discussed. Ketu in Capricorn, they can be very critical of the law and order things. They are very critical of government. Okay, but that criticism will also generate from the imploding. First they will think about it. Okay, first they will think about that what law and order is, and how much it should be followed, how much it should not be followed. All these things should be there, and then they will decide which law is correct, which law is not correct, and accordingly they will take actions. Okay, so Ketu is again giving them ability to go inside themselves, to implode the results of Capricorn. Aquarius, again it is the sign of serving humanity and entrepreneurship. They can reflect back a lot on in which field they can serve humanity. Ketu in Pisces can make someone very very spiritual, but not outward. Okay, they can be very spiritual internally. Okay, so this is the thing with Rahu and Ketu. The difference, as I said, between Rahu and Ketu is Rahu explodes. It shows things outwardly. Ketu implodes. It shows things inwardly. Okay, but their functioning is same. Okay, understand? That's what I want to repeat it again and again, that their functioning is not changing. That's why I am unable to take them as exalted or debilitated in any sign or any house. Okay, if their functioning was changing, if Rahu was behaving in a different way in any sign, if Ketu was behaving in a different way in any sign, then I would have considered this exaltation, debilitation, enemy friendly, nothing. Their functioning is just the same. Like we started with the example, Sun in Aries, exalted Sun, so highly confident person. So Sun's functioning is completely changing in Sun in Aries, and it is completely different from Sun in Libra, where person can be very low in confidence, can have lack of self-worth. So the Sun's role is completely changing from Aries to Libra, but it is not happening in with Rahu and Ketu position. Rahu is doing the same thing in every house, Ketu is doing the same thing in every house, just that what you like as a person. If I like wealth, then I will see that Rahu in Taurus is is exalted. If I like nurturing others, I will see Rahu in Cancer as exalted. If I like occult mysticism, I will see Rahu in Scorpio as exalted. So it is just the same. It depends upon me as a person what I like. Okay. Another thing is which I would like to clear here, that every exaltation and debilitation gives something good, something bad. Okay. Even with the very highly exalted planet, you can get some bad results, and even with debilitated planet you can get some good results. Okay. Sun in Libra is debilitated, they can be very low in ego. They may have lots of problem with authoritative figures, but it also shows their own authority comes through business. Libra is sign of business, Sun is authority, so their authority will come through business. Their confidence will grow in life. They will let go of this lack of self confidence when they are in business and dealing with people. More and more they deal and interact with people, their confidence will grow. Okay. Same thing with any exaltation and debilitation. It has some good points, it has some bad points. It is never that okay, if you have Jupiter exalted, then your life is blessed, and if you have Moon debilitated, then your life is worse. It is never the case. So likewise, Rahu in Taurus, which people consider as exalted, it can give you lots of wealth, but saving the wealth will be equal problem for this person. Okay, he may get lot of wealth, but he may also spend a lot. So balance remains the same. Money doesn't stay in his hand. Okay. Rahu in Scorpio is considered as debilitated by people, but Scorpio is sign of it gives lots of instability, so that is the negative factor. But at the same time, it can make someone very good in occult side of life. And all the occult means not only astrology, numerology, tarot, palm reading, face reading, any kind of, or they can be interested in all the subjects. I have seen people, Rahu in Scorpio people, or with too many planets in Scorpio, they are very good in many different occult studies simultaneously. Okay, it is not that just they are just following this astrology, or they are just following the numerology. They can be very good at all the occult sciences similarly. Okay. So this is what I wanted to convey today, that at least I don't consider now. Okay, I may have considered in very initial days of my practice, that Rahu is exalted in Taurus and Rahu is debilitated in Scorpio, or Ketu is exalted in Scorpio and Ketu is debilitated in Taurus. So I may have considered, I don't deny it, but now after experience, after going through so many charts, I have realized that it is just that their functioning is same. It depends upon the person, what he wants to see. Okay, what result he wants to get. That desire actually decides where they are exalted and debilitated. It is better to keep them neither exalted nor debilitated, just as is. They are just present there. Okay, they are just doing their role of exploding and imploding. Rahu explodes, Ketu implodes. If you keep this as simple, then as simple as this, then it is fine. Okay, if you go into this argument of Rahu exaltation, debilitation, you are just wasting your time, because even if they are exalted and okay fine, even for the argument's sake we accept that okay, Rahu is exalted in Taurus, still it is doing the same thing in Taurus. Even if you consider Rahu is exalted in Taurus, its function and its result are not changing. Rahu is debilitated in Scorpio, again its functions and results are not changing. It is still doing the same thing. So why to get into this confusion, right? Just keep things simple, that they are just present there and they are doing their job as exploding or imploding energies. That's it. Nothing more than that. So this is what I feel about notes exaltation and debilitation, that they are neither exalted nor debilitated, they are just there. Okay. Happy Sunday. Let's see if there is any question. IT field. Rahu in Scorpio in ninth house. Is it good for IT field? IT field is normally seen from Aquarius plus Saturn and Mars. Okay. Although it is ruled by Mars, but it is very it is not safe to predict IT field from this position. This position can be very good for occult related higher education. Ninth house is higher education. Scorpio is sign of occult. Rahu is obsession. So it can make someone very obsessed about occult side of education. Okay, not many people, not many questions. Moon in Mrigashira, fourth pada, Pisces ascendant. Okay, what kind of mentality of that person? Mrigashira means Mrigashira fourth pada, so it should be in Gemini. Business oriented mind, communication, information oriented mind. Someone who is continuously looking for information and continuously sharing information. Okay, so that type of mindset can be there. Basically they can have lots of business ideas when moon is in Gemini. Mrigashira fourth pada will be Gemini only, right? Plus it is also a research oriented mind, because Mrigashira is all about searching, the deer head. They can have it can also give a very sexual mind because of the mythological story involved. Okay. I have Ketu in first house Pisces with Saturn and Rahu in seventh house Mars. Good. Is it good for good position in government job? Sun in 10th house Sagittarius. I think we discussed a lot all these things, your chart and all. Please don't repeat the same questions again and again. Okay, I will reply this time, but just understand this. It is not beneficial for anyone. So Ketu and Saturn in the first house, right? And Rahu in seventh house. So when Saturn is there in the first house, the overall life has growth very delayed growth and hard work and perseverance. Plus Saturn also aspects the 10th house and Sun there. So Saturn's delay, hard work and perseverance factor will come into 10th house also. The 10th house is the main house of government, working under job setup, and the Sun represents government. So in this scenario, what it shows, that person can get a government job or can have some benefits from government, but they will be delayed. They will be coming with hard work and perseverance, maybe in 30s. Plus it will not be a pleasant experience even working in that government job setup. Okay, So that is the thing. If you still want, if this person still wants to try, then well and good, all the best. But uh, it won't give much benefits in long run. Okay. Currently going through Rahu Maharaja. Now this is the thing, that Rahu is in your 7th house. Okay. And Rahu Maharaja is going on. And Rahu is co-ruling your 12th house. Right. So you should be focusing on the 7th house related things rather than 10th house related things. The 10th house is the house of government or any job, any work under others' authority, whereas as 7th house is the house of your business entrepreneurship. Okay. So when Rahu is in 7th house, Rahu's dasha is going on, best thing you can do for yourself is business. Again, it shows that if you still go into the job setup or in any job, government or private, you will have some problems. If Mars and Saturn mutual aspect of 5th and 12th, Mars is debilitated in Saturn in Aquarius. How Saturn is mutually aspecting? Saturn is not aspecting Mars, right, from 12th house to 5th house. Anyways, Saturn in Aquarius, is this good for IT field? Yes, it can be good for IT field, but again, career related matters can be decided after detailed analysis. This is not final, which I am saying, because I haven't seen this person's chart. I haven't given any proper consultation. Now, okay. How conjunction of Venus and Mercury in Pisces works and its output. They can be very creative people. They can be very spiritual too. They should work in spiritual or creative fields. That's where they will get the best result. Rahu in Bharani in Aries in 2nd house. Is it bad for money? We can only say that this person will have trouble in saving the money. Okay, I cannot say it is good or bad. He may get money, but he may not be able to save that money because of the Rahu's malefic nature. Plus, the second lord is also a malefic planet, Mars. So, in this case, getting wealth is not a problem, saving wealth is a problem. He should focus more on the saving aspect of wealth. Any further question? Okay, so I think we are done. No more questions today. Thank you. Please take one session on Jupiter, Saturn and Ketu conjunction. We are going to have this, right? I am about to write on all those transit related articles. Saturn in Capricorn, Jupiter in Sagittarius, then Jupiter Ketu Saturn in Sagittarius, then Jupiter Ketu in Sagittarius, then joint impact of Jupiter Rahu Ketu plus Saturn Rahu. So I know I need to write all these things. I am just waiting for Saturn to turn direct so that it can push me in doing those things. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, I think we are done for today. Uh, let's meet next week, maybe with some other topic. If people still have some questions, they are free to ask. I will be more than happy to reply. Just comment.